You can cut it. Go ahead.
Hey, it's the Zach Nichols Podcast.
And you're watching the Governor's Comedy Club Podcast.
Let's go. That's perfect.
Tony, welcome to Governor.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on? What? Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. You're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
gonna get my sticks. The mic is live and clear for you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. You wanna listen in as the show begins. You're telling all your friends the party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. You're throwing out your tricks. I'm gonna get my sticks. The mic is live and clear for you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show.
Hi, everybody. It's the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. Welcome. It's Trivia Tuesday, and Diane and Paul are here. Yay! Welcome, everybody. The Knockem Dead Comedy Show coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook and you want to stay there, that's great, and please follow the page. However, if you want to comment and you want to join us for Tuesday Trivia today, please shoot over to the YouTube feed because that is where we monitor the comments. And please follow the page and hit the thumbs up, all that stuff. No matter which page you're watching on, please share the link on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Good morning, Mickey. Good morning, John Rusiello. Good morning, Diane. Great to see you this morning. You brighten up my Tuesday, he says. All right.
You brighten up my Tuesday.
Take it easy there, John. Take it easy. As soon as Ann signs on, you forget all about Diane. Hello, sweet Ann. It's good to see you. Kissy, kissy,
Don't be
kissy.
so jelly, Tony.
Oh, I'm
God.
totally jelly. Totally. The guy is 71 and he's like he's a player.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Works for me.
Really?
Yeah. Good morning, John.
Works for me. What is that about? I'm sitting right here.
I kissed you when I walked in the door.
Woohoo!
What do you want?
And Paul has pointed out that in the picture that I used to promote today's show, it was a picture that I'm actually wearing the same
I noticed that when I was looking at telling
But
you to back up the
It
camera.
was like a month ago, so it's not like you wore it yesterday. Just coincidence.
I can't say I really even care, to be honest with you. It's comfortable and it's clean. That's all I know.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm wearing my hoodie Van Halen.
Love it.
What?
I saw the Zach Brown, which I'm just a huge fan.
Is that right? Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of them.
Oh, you should.
Yeah,
Zach
I've heard
Brown's
it's
great.
really good. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not country, really.
It's really
And
not. It's great.
Honestly,
It's great for everybody.
He plays too many covers. You ever see him live, Diane?
I have. Yes, I did see him live at the Nassau Coliseum. I took my son. Well, I bought my son tickets for his birthday one year. I bought him 2 tickets and said, "Take whoever you want," and he took me.
That's the best.
I know. It was so exciting.
Wow.
I know.
I would never do that with my mother.
So he did. He took me. We had a great time. So yeah,
Wow.
but I don't mind the covers. I.
All right. I want to get to more Van Halen in a second.
Yeah.
I have some business to take care of here. I need to let Diane know that next Tuesday I'm not here.
Okay.
So, if you
You're
like,
running the show by yourself.
Oh, that would
Not me.
It should.
You sit in the big
People
chair.
would watch. So I don't know if you want to do Wednesday. It's our last show before Thanksgiving, and we can have a little. Oh, that looks like a no, right?
Well, because Wednesday's the day that my used car manager is off, and I have to be at work early the whole day.
When the manager's not there, then it's you, huh?
Yeah,
wow.
I'm large and in charge. That's
Do you ever
right.
yell at people at work? Do you
No.
ever like lay down the law, break?
I've gotten a little spicy a couple of times, but for the
Really?
most part, I'm the nice person.
I
help
can't picture
everybody.
you spicy.
I get spicy.
Interesting choice of words because there's a lot of jokes there, but I will just keep going. Tuesday I have something I have to do, and it's my son's birthday, so I'm closing the
Right.
studio the
it's
whole
my
day.
son's birthday Saturday, and I'll be in Arizona with my whole family, all my kids, and my
Oh,
grandson.
that's right. That's this.
To celebrate. I'm so excited
When
about
you-
this weekend.
When are you leaving?
Thursday morning.
And coming
Come
back
back
when?
Sunday night.
Wow, that's not enough time.
I
though.
can't even tell you. We got this ridiculous house with a
Really?
big pool and a jacuzzi on a lake with a game room and billiards and
A game
slot
room and
machines.
what?
It's got slot machines. It's got pinball machines. It's
I have
got
a
a
pinball
big pool table.
Do you?
I do.
It's
Wow.
got 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and we're all converging in one spot. It's going to be amazing.
This house sounds like it was built for you.
I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to show you. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's
That's awesome.
amazing.
And you have a pinball machine in your house?
Of Rush.
A Rush pinball machine.
Nice.
Welcome to come over anytime.
Wow.
Wow,
I have a
see
whole
that?
corner of the house.
Should do a field trip show.
We should do
To
a
Paul's
field trip
house.
You
show.
can see my Eddie Van Halen wall in the basement too.
You have an Eddie Van Halen wall?
Like the stripes painted.
Come on, really?
Dude, yeah.
That's awesome.
You did that yourself?
No, I had a guy do it.
Really?
One of
Oh,
my,
yeah, I'd
one
love
of
to see
my
that.
mega long to-do list retirement projects, though, is I bought this unfinished wooden put-it-together-yourself guitar that I want to paint with the stripes. But I also bought one with the black and yellow stripes that I'm going to hang up. The whole thing going. It's like an ongoing.
All right.
But you're welcome. Pinball any day, bro.
Yeah, I'd like
It's
to check
legit.
that out. So again, more Van Halen with you in a second. But yeah, so Tuesday the 26th, not going to be here. Close the studio for the whole day. So on Monday the 25th, I am going to be here all day. So we got Coffee with the Dog, of course, on Monday. Then I'll be in Monday. Treading Water, as always, on Monday, although they weren't here yesterday. But as of right now, they're scheduled. Sports Bash is doing a special time Monday at 3. Then Primal Scream is coming on with Nick Greystone Monday at 5. Steve Squared at 6:30. Let Them Cook at 8. Hershey and the Keegs, a special day Monday at 9:30. So yeah, it's that's
A lot
loaded.
happening.
That's going to be like a 14-hour day for me in here. Holy shit! But that's crazy. But yeah, that's Monday, next Monday, this coming Monday, I should say. Hershey and the Keegs are on tonight. Primal Scream is on today at 7. Mr. Beery is not here today because the Long Island Music Business Organization and Good Times Magazine Legends of Long Island Music Awards is
I
tonight.
saw that.
I had never heard of
I
this
saw
before.
that,
didn't
and
either.
Governor's Comedy Club is being.
Governors is
Yeah,
as
I
one.
saw it.
They're being honored.
And so is
Wondrous Stories.
Sherry from Sherry.
Sherry
Scene.
Scene, Sherry
Yes.
Miller, Sherry Miller Goldberg.
Yep.
She's got the social media category for Sherry Scene. Mr. Beery's is in for the clubs category. Governors is in for
Comedy.
the comedy category. Wondrous Stories is in for the bands category. And this is tonight. So congratulations to all those guys. Wondrous Stories, Kenny Forgione's been in here many times. In fact,
Yes.
plenty of times. And he's coming back in January. And he's bringing, just found this out yesterday, he's coming back in January on his birthday, and he's bringing Steve Holly with him. Steve Holly was one of the drummers, he was the last drummer in Wings.
Really?
Yeah, he plays with Kenny sometimes. So,
Well,
yeah, he's
Kenny's
bringing
in
him
a
with him.
paper bag as well.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
obviously he's a Wonder Stories.
Well,
primarily.
yeah, that's what he's known for here on Long Island, and he's like a Long Island music legend. So yeah, congrats to all those guys. That's pretty cool. And don't forget, so today is Tuesday. This Thursday, with me and Frank, we're going to be Zooming with Elio Pace. Very excited about that.
Nice.
You guys can submit questions.
Wait.
Elio likes that. What?
I have to say I don't know who that is. So who
Elio
is it?
Pace is my friend in England. He was he was almost like a Paul Schaefer. There was a talk show host named Terry Wogan. He has since passed, but he was very famous over there.
So he was the Paul Schaefer of that show?
Yeah, it was like, I think it went like 2 or 3 years.
Awesome.
It was Weekend Wogan. It was Sunday mornings. That was like, he's been a working musician his whole life, but that kind of stepped him up a little bit.
Awesome.
But that gave him a little bit of a name, and he then put together what he calls the Billy Joel Songbook.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's been selling out theaters in England doing a Billy Joel show.
Wow.
And it's fantastic. He's one of my best friends. Very excited for him. And the Billy Joel Songbook, I don't know if it's because Billy Joel doesn't tour really much, especially in Europe, or just because Elio's that good. But it's a great show. So it's like he did the London Palladium back in April. He's playing bigger and bigger theaters. He's now going to other places in Europe. He's really taken off, which I'm thrilled for him. And he's on tour right now doing some original material.
Oh.
Which he hasn't done in years because of the Billy Joel thing. So
yeah, and Billy Joel hasn't done original material in years either. So.
Well, true.
Doesn't have to either.
Yeah. So yes, so he's
there's that.
touring Europe right now
But
doing
he
original
should.
material. Yes, but yeah, I don't know. Did you like that song that he
I
put out this year?
did love the song.
Yeah?
And I love to sing it. I really do. Whether he wrote it or didn't write it, who cares? It sounds like a Billy Joel song. But
Okay.
I could go on forever about how he hasn't written any songs since I was in high school.
Well, almost, yeah. So Jeff Skelsey, who is usually with me on Mondays, who was not here yesterday because I recorded the show. I did say to him if he wants to join us, he's more than welcome. So he just texted me saying he's on his way.
Oh, cool.
In person?
Look at the
Yeah.
house,
Wow.
Tony.
Oh, right. I'm
Look,
sorry.
So flip through the pictures. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
I just want to show that first off. Look at the size of that baby.
Just look at it.
Just look at
We're
it.
gonna party like it's it's crazy.
You're gonna
It's be
party?
great.
It's your
There's-
kids. What do you
I
mean
know,
you're
look
gonna
it.
party?
Just look it. Just look.
See, this is wasted on the kids. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally
No,
kidding.
we know
Wow.
how to enjoy.
Look at that. Where are we? There we are. Holy moly!
And then
Is that correct?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
No.
All right. Wow.
Wait. So that's the lake, right?
Yeah.
But then let me show you some of the inside. So this is beautiful, right?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
There's a pool table.
Yeah.
And then there's.
It's a huge kitchen.
I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna be cooking the whole weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Get takeout. Enjoy
No,
it.
I love to cook for my kids, and I don't get to do it.
What is that?
That's a slot machine and
this.
billiards. Oh, that's air hockey.
Oh, that
and
is air hockey. Those
yeah,
paddles
a couple
look
of slot
weird.
machines, air hockey,
Look at this.
pinball machine. That's the game room, and then there's a billiards room, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm so excited.
I bet. Yeah. Look. Wow. See, but
I'm gonna come with pictures. I promise you, it's gonna be amazing.
I would need to go there with just my wife and like just be naked all over this place.
No,
Really?
Stop.
Oh,
I
absolutely, I
nothing
would.
makes me happier than a house full of people.
It's only
I'm with you. I'm
it's
totally
only
with you.
$62.
See, that's what I just asked her, and she said, "No, that's
No,
not it."
That's what she's charging people to come in.
That's what she's charging the kids. You want to hang with grandma? $62. Does your grandson call you grandma? What does he call you?
Nana.
Nana. This is incredible.
I can't wait. I'm gonna take pictures, and it's gonna be. So
Yeah,
You should be live from the remote
we should
location.
do remote. If I knew how to do that, I
I
would
could-
do it. If
You
can
should bring her
zoom
in
me-
on
if you
a
can
Zoom.
zoom me in.
So you're leaving Thursdays in 2 days from now.
Yeah, Thursday morning early.
Can we Zoom Friday
Yeah,
during the show?
sure.
That would be
do it.
spectacular.
All right.
Let's do it.
I'm
I'll
going
get
to
the
set
whole
that up
fam-
Friday.
I'll get the whole family in.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
My
going to do
daughter's
that.
my
Good idea,
daughter's
Paul. Good idea.
Thank you, Paul.
classroom yesterday. She's a middle school teacher. My phone rang in the middle of the day. She never calls me in the middle of the day, and I looked at it. I said it's Kelly. So for a second, I get that tinge of, oh my goodness, what's wrong? But I picked up the phone, and somebody said, "Is this Kelly's mom?" Yes, it is. It was her students who wanted me to tell her. An entire classroom of 13-year-olds wanted me to tell her not to give them a test today. Can you please tell her not to give us a
ballsy.
test? And I said, I appreciated the effort of hijacking her phone and finding mom.
Wow, they picked up her phone.
Yeah.
That's
Called
that's
her
bad.
mom and said, Please tell her not to give us a test today.
So they went on her desk, which is wrong. They took her property, which is wrong.
I'm sure she was not disapproved. Like, you know,
I think I would have lost it if my students
I
did
don't
that.
think it was so sinister.
Like my desk was the sacred place.
It
Who's
was
calling me?
not so sinister, but it was fun.
Well, then that tells me that she's a really cool teacher. That the kids
She
felt
is
safe
cool.
to do
She
that.
should be cool. Look
I
who
guess.
she came from.
Exactly.
I had a teacher in high school. What was her name? Miss. I shouldn't remember. Math teacher, right? And she was the coolest teacher. She was like 20-something, so we thought we could do whatever. So one day we're just messing around. I grab her grade book to look in the grades. I'm like, oh, these are everybody's grades.
Oh, I've done that.
She
yeah.
like
Lost her mind.
sent me to detention. I'm like, I thought she was a cool teacher. She was gonna be cool with that, but no.
Yeah.
And now
You-
looking back,
you crossed the boundaries.
right? So I
You
think
didn't-
taking the
you
phone is
didn't
a little
know.
worse, though.
I once.
She may have handed it off. They said, "Let us call your mom." I don't
Maybe.
really know how
Yeah.
that
Maybe.
went down, but
Maybe.
the kid who made the call, you know, had some nerve.
Absolutely.
I loved it.
Wow.
I love a little chutzpah in a kid. You
Me
know?
too.
Love it.
And that's the thing. I used to get in trouble all the time, but I would mess with the teachers the way I would mess with my friends.
Right.
Like that was just who I was. I walked into Mr. Barron's math class in
Yep.
junior high. I was for no reason because I'm just an idiot. I started opening his drawers. I found a necktie. I grabbed it. I go back to my desk and I'm sitting there. Class has now started. I'm like, what am I going to do with this tie? So I was like, screw it. And I decided to throw it back onto his desk. But it's a tie. It's not like it's going to fly.
Right.
You know, it just flopped. But I threw it, and it went nowhere near his desk. It hit him in the face.
Oh, God.
I swear to you, it's a true story. And he just looked at me, and I just, like that. He actually let it go. I was shocked. But it's true. I can go on all day with bad stories.
Forget about Hicksville High School.
Yeah. Now, Jeff, do you know Jeff?
What's
Jeff
his name?
Skelsey. He graduated with me.
No.
Oh, okay. I will introduce you. Were what, 86?
86.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's go and check comments, and then we'll get into some stuff here. What about Wednesday show? I assume no show, says John Ruscello. No. Day before Thanksgiving? No, we'll be here. We'll be here. I don't know if Mike will be here, but I'll be here. Mickey Delaney says, good morning, beautiful Diane.
Oh, good morning, Mickey.
Oh, and that's it. Here's Ann. Hello, Tony, Diane, and Paul. Good morning, everyone. And there he goes,
Good
John
morning,
Ruscello.
Ann.
Good morning, Miss Ann. And Vicky's watching. Hello, Vicky Remigal
Vicky.
Grimm. She says, hello, everyone. Happy
Hi,
Tuesday.
Vicky, class of 86.
That's right. Hope you're feeling well. Andrew Fremder says, Billy O'Pace.
You know what? I take it back. I may be able to come in for Wednesday, but
Oh, yeah?
part of it.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
like for an hour.
Oh, that's fine. That's
Okay.
totally fine.
All right.
Yeah, I figured, for, the last day before Thanksgiving, we'll have a nice
if
little...
I go in a little, I go to work early and then leave for a little while. And
Okay.
I
I
have
can
to
do that.
Zoom parent conferences.
On Wednesday?
Yeah. for
Wait.
High school. My daughter.
Oh.
Went to high school.
But you said conferences.
Yeah, one with each teacher. You meet, 5 minutes with the math teacher, the social studies teacher. It's high school.
Oh, they don't have back to school night anymore?
They do, but the conference. When you go for the conference report card conference?
Yeah. But it's usually isn't it just one meeting usually?
Not in the high school, no. Like
Really?
when I was I taught elementary school, yeah. But in high school, I meet with the math teacher, the science teacher. It's 5 minutes long, but
Oh, okay.
what are they going to tell me? She's doing great. She's doing great. She's doing great.
All right, so you don't even need to do it then.
I don't, but as a teacher, former teacher, for me to not even do it, I feel
sets
like
a bed, right?
yeah, so I can't.
Right, I
Example,
hear
not to show up.
Carol Miner's watching. Carol, I sent out a thank you card with some money in it just this morning. I mailed it out because Carol sent the Buckies.
It's my favorite kind of thank you card.
Yeah, true. Well, my favorite is
Some
Buckies.
money in it.
Circling the Drain is watching. Good morning, guys. Circling the Drain today is Tuesday. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, I think. Friend, why you late for class? I'm not. The bell rang before I got here. What?
I'm not late. The bell rang before I got here.
He actually wrote, Fremder, why you late for class? I'm not. The bell rang before I got here. Oh, I got it now.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay. And I don't know why I didn't get it because he's posted that many times through the years. So, okay. A couple things that I wanted to discuss with you guys, but I'll do the Van Halen first since you already brought it up. So, yeah, you're wearing a Van Halen sweatshirt. Is that, where'd you get that?
The Eddie Van Halen store. And let me tell you, this is a pet peeve of mine. I hate when there's a little picture on the front
Yeah.
and the really cool picture is on the back.
Oh, okay.
And most shirts do that, but
Well,
anyway.
but you have a zip in the middle, so it
I
would
know,
just
but
kind
like
of take over that.
I like everybody else sees that. I don't because I'm wearing it. But anyway.
Well, the only
Eddie Van
option is
Halen's
then
store.
to have a hoodie that's pullover and then have.
But I'm going to call it Hoodie Van Halen because
Hoodie Van Halen. I like to have Valerie Bertinelli in my front. But
you'd like to have her anywhere, really.
Well,
so
true,
so would most
true.
of us.
She
but-
still looks fantastic.
I know.
Very
I
hot.
agree.
All right, so
So I was just reading an article over the weekend. Mitch Malloy.
Oh yeah.
Who we had on this show? Did you know that?
No.
I interviewed Mitch last year, about a year ago, actually.
Oh, okay.
So Mitch Malloy. Are you familiar with
I
this?
don't know who that is.
Do you like Van Halen?
I do.
Okay. So when Sammy Hagar and Van Halen parted ways,
Yeah.
everybody knows, Gary Sharon from the band Extreme sang lead on their next album. However, there was this guy called Mitch Malloy, who they brought in. They auditioned him. They told him he got the job. But then their management made their first reunion with David Lee Roth happen. So this guy Malloy was like, "Yeah, I don't want any part of this.
Yeah,
I'm out of
part
here."
of that, yeah.
And that was the extent of it. Maybe about 10 years ago, this guy Malloy put out a song that he actually recorded with them, and that's pretty much as far as his whole time.
Right.
With Van Halen
However,
goes.
he makes it like it was much more important.
Well,
and
that's where I'm
significant
going with
than
this.
that.
So anyway, actually, yeah. So I got him last year. It's just a little stupid, little nerdy hobby of mine. I like to take like footage and edit together like music videos and stuff, and I'll post them on YouTube, and it's just something I like to do. So somebody asked him a question on his Facebook page, something about this song that he recorded with Van Halen, and he wrote back. He answered the question, but then he wrote at the end, some moron made a bad video of the song.
Oh, were you the moron?
Yeah, and I think it was you actually that told me about it.
I'll get it.
Oh,
Stay.
really? You sure?
Yeah.
Thank you, Diane.
You're welcome.
Isn't it bad podcasting when you have to get up in the middle of the show to answer
Well, yeah.
the door?
Sometimes I'll put like music on or something.
Although you never. I mean, whoever answers the door, they'll be like, "Wow."
Well, it's true. You're right.
Anyway, there's two other pieces of Van Halen news that I thought you were going to ask me about.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll get to that. Good morning, Mr. Skelsey, sir.
Better late than never.
Of course,
Yeah, you
absolutely.
How you doing?
Paul,
Yeah,
Jeff.
meet you. How are you?
Now, Paul is Hicksville, class 86.
Oh, okay.
So I was telling him that you and me are 88.
Yeah.
So how are you, pal?
I'm not unwell.
You're not unwell, is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That was a weird answer.
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer. Well, it is a good
Look,
answer.
We're in quadrants now,
Yes.
but it looks like nobody's there.
Because it's delayed. Here we go. Here we
Oh,
come
see,
back
look,
now.
you're coming back into the thing.
There we go.
There he is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we just started talking a little Van Halen. I'll catch up
Okay.
because Paul's wearing a Eddie Van Halen sweatshirt.
All right. Yeah.
Big fan.
So I was. So one thing I wanted to ask him about, I'll go back through it quickly. There's this guy Mitch Malloy who, he's a singer. He auditioned for Van Halen in between Sammy and Gary Sharon. He got the gig, recorded one song with him with the band, and then that was it. Like it didn't go any further. So, but the guy is kind of famous for
Milking that.
that. He always talks about it, and he released the song that he did with them about maybe 10 years ago or so. But now he just was in the news again because actually now he's complaining that he hasn't gone down in history as Van Halen's
He's
third
also
singer.
writing the Alex Van Halen book.
Right.
PR,
Okay.
you know.
Well, do you as a big Van Halen fan, do you consider him a singer for Van? Like, if you list the Van Halen singers, would you include him?
I mean, could you mention him?
He was a blip on the screen.
Right.
Yeah.
He gets
Right?
an honorable mention.
Yeah, I mean,
Done.
you know, if they ever make this career-spanning box set, maybe they'll throw that song on there. There was also a song that Gary did with them. I think it was supposed to make the album, didn't make the album.
Right, yeah, that's
Why
been
I Love
floating
You,
around, yeah.
Which sounds almost the same as that.
Like the same
you're talking
song,
about.
yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. It's trivial. It's interesting. Would I list him as a singer? No. But.
Okay. Yeah, he actually wrote in this article, it says he's pissed. His exact words were he's pissed that Van Halen fans don't recognize him as a singer. Yeah,
I'd
that's
say
kind
get
of how
over
I
it.
see it.
Yeah, I
Come
agree.
on.
You're lucky you got the one song.
Right?
Yeah,
Did he do
exactly.
anything else in life?
He's put out a lot of music. I mean, he's never
Not
had any hits or
particularly
anything.
successful.
Yeah,
But
he's
he
There you
actually
go.
he
That was
has
his
some sort of
15
Van
minutes.
Halen like tribute show. If you YouTube,
I asked him about. So I was also telling him last year, I So a few years back, I put again, I don't. It's just a little hobby I have. I like to take footage of songs and like put it together, make a full, and I post them on YouTube. So I took footage of this guy, and I took some Van Halen footage, and I made my own music video. It's just a geeky thing that I do. So this guy last year on Facebook, on his Facebook page, someone asked him a question about the song. He answered the question, but then he wrote, and some moron made this really bad video of me. And then Paul actually reached out to me. He said, I think Mitch Malloy's talking about you. And I look it up, sure enough, so I replied. I said, I'm that moron. I said, I'm sorry if I pissed you off. But
why would you apologize for
Well,
that?
I was being a little sarcastic.
Okay, all right.
And it worked. And it worked.
But it led to the interview.
Right. It totally worked. He then responded and said, "Oh, I didn't. I wasn't really being serious." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Mm.
So I said to him, "Hey, look, if you really feel bad," I said, "I have a podcast. Would come on it?" And he said, "Yes." I was like, "Oh shit."
Okay.
So we came on, and he kind of carries himself like
He's a big shot.
a big shot, but
yeah.
But in the interview, it turns out the Van Halen tribute thing was just a one-time thing. He only did it once. I made the mistake of saying that to him. So, you should do more of those. I was like, I only did it. It was just a one-time event. I'm like, oh, sorry. So much for my research.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, any interview the guy gives, that's all they ask him about is Van Halen.
Well, same with Sammy.
He's got nothing else to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
He's never had a hit. He's nothing. And,
Yeah. And the one Van Halen song obviously wasn't a hit either.
No, it wasn't
ever released, but
well,
listen,
it's on iTunes if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think he would have been a great choice. I mean, he would have continued that whole poppy vein that they were going in, but
yeah,
maybe he would have sang the other stuff. I don't know. But
well, that's what I liked about Gary Sharon because he sang both.
Yeah,
both eras. It was almost like just seeing a cool Van Halen greatest hits show.
Yeah,
I liked Gary Sharon and Van Halen.
But yeah, so the book. They had the whole book thing, and now Sammy just made this announcement yesterday. Did you hear that?
No.
I love bringing you new stuff. So he's doing that tour he did in the summer, except he's doing a residency in Vegas.
That I heard. Yeah. Which I mean, yeah.
Where in Vegas? Do you know?
I want to say MGM.
Oh yeah.
Those residency shows cost tons of money.
Do they?
Just the ticket, just to get in.
Oh yeah.
It just. I guess because it's Vegas.
I'm
right. I mean, it's insane.
I'm not going. Not interested.
What kind of money are we talking? Like the Eagles have
I
that
don't
show
even
at the
know,
Sphere.
but
it's.
I think there's a pre-sale today or tomorrow. I don't know, but all sorts of people were already excited about it.
Wow, I was saying on here just last week. I saw Almost Queen. At Western Music Fair.
Amazing, right?
Oh, it was fantastic. And tickets, I got
like $20 Groupon.
It wasn't even Groupon. It was just. They mess with you, though, because you have to... Because right from Westbury's website, you click on Get Tickets, they send you to a broker.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm looking at it, I was like, what? $70? I'm like, right. So it took me, give or take 20 minutes, to find the actual box office website. And sure enough, they were $30. Yeah. I'm like, now we're talking.
Yeah.
So I had a nice, cheap date night out with my wife. But
nice.
And I probably would have paid the $70 if that's all I could find. But it made me mad. Like,
oh yeah.
You know what? I had the same issue yesterday. I went online looking at tickets for the Radio City Christmas Spectacular, and it takes you to a broker. But I said to myself, I need to go back and find the actual box office because they're $300 a ticket on that broker site,
wow,
and it's
man.
not. It's for up,
and you know what else
which
does
is
that?
fine. But I know I can get them if I.
Right.
I'll take the train in and go to the box office.
Exactly.
If
I
I
was
have
gonna
to
say that,
before I'll
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
If you go to that jonesbeach.com site,
Yeah.
you think it's official, but it's
Same
not.
thing.
Yeah.
Same
thing.
I just use that site to see what the
but
line
that's
is.
different because that's not the official site.
No, but you would think it could be, right?
Yes.
If you didn't
well,
know
yeah,
any better.
you would think they would have that domain. But we're saying you go to the actual site and they send you to ticket brokers.
That's
I will, however, let you guys know if I haven't already. Ticketbash.com. You tell him you're a part of Governors, and he'll give you a great, great deal.
Really?
Yeah, he does Sports Bash. Sports Bash, which is on today at 1.
Okay.
He's one of the.
Was that Pete?
Pete Schwartz is the host, and Vinny is the guy that owns Ticket Bash. He comes in regularly, not every time, but regularly, and but yeah, He'll give you a great deal.
I wish I knew that before I bought my Springsteen tickets in Toronto.
You're going to Toronto to see Springsteen?
I already went.
Oh.
I took my son. It was great. We had the best time.
Springsteen is, I mean, yeah.
He puts on a great show.
What a show, man. What
My
a
son,
show.
Great show.
Unbelievable.
He fell asleep.
Fell asleep?
Well, it's 2.5 hours, 3-hour show.
I appreciate
goodness.
it.
He fell asleep by the encore.
It's
How old
nostalgia
is your
for
son?
us.
He's 12.
Oh, that's true, too.
I was going to say, well,
Nostalgia
take,
for
take,
us,
take
so
a couple of
it's-
hits or something before
Well,
you
we
went
spent
in. Tired, but he's 12 now.
But we
Definitely
spent the day like walking around, and he was exhausted. We did like 15,000 steps that day. But we went to the Hockey Hall of Fame, which was
Oh, that's
phenomenal.
cool. That's
he loved
fun.
it. He loved it.
I've never been to Toronto.
I had been there once, I think, before that. But where we stayed, I could have walked to a Blue Jays game if they were home. There was an aquarium. There was this tower.
Wow.
And you know what else was there? Anthem Management, which is Rush's like record label.
Okay.
So I was walking in, knocking on the door, seeing if I could get in. They're like, "Oh no, nobody here today. You can't come in."
And what do you think? Getty Lee is just hanging out?
You
with
know,
you?
I'm in Toronto, right? I might as well walk
He's
in.
a hockey buff, Getty.
I could walk
He's
in.
a big sport. He's a big
He's
Blue
got
Jays
Toronto
fan,
Blue
too.
Jays tickets.
yeah.
He's
You
got
always-
autographed Babe Ruth
You always
balls
see
and
him, behind the back
In
stuff.
fact-
Him and Mary Hart with the Dodgers, right? You always see her back there.
He just put out a book now that's about all his baseball memorabilia. And,
Oh, really?
And it's autographed, yeah.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
So when you come play my pinball machine, show
Yeah.
you all my Rush stuff.
All right, cool. Yeah, I would love to see that. Let me check some comments again. Carol Miner, what is Paul's last name? Brother graduated in 86 too. That's Paul Esposito.
And what's her last name?
Carol Rubin.
Adam Rubin?
Adam Rubin. That's
all right.
it.
I know Adam Rubin.
Yep, that's her brother, or one of her brothers. Vicky says, Vicky already answered it. Sounds like the guy that mows my lawn. What?
I haven't mown lawns for a long time. I don't even mow my own lawn.
Yeah, it's grass.
We're coming up on, we should be doing 86, 40th reunion.
You come up on your 40th high school. You just had yours.
I just had mine.
Yeah.
We did 30, and I don't know if, you know Bobby Sen. He was instrumental in the 30. I don't know if he wants to get involved in the 40, but.
Bobby's been in here a couple of times.
I know.
You know Bobby.
And then I watched this best of show you had where he was on, and I don't know when that was. He was wearing a hockey jersey or something.
Oh, that was, shit, that was 2017, I think.
Wow.
But then we did a show in here on 9/11.
On 9/11?
Yeah, it was either 2018 or 19.
Oh.
And I took a chance and asked Bobby to come in, and I was shocked. He said yes. Bobby was in. He was in both. He was a New York City fireman. He was in both towers when they came down. He was actually in both, which is just amazing. But yeah, so he came in, and I wasn't sure, how he was going to be and what that was going to be like. And he asked if we could do the show early because he wanted to go to different ceremonies. So we started, I think, at 9 o'clock that morning. 11 o'clock comes, and we're still here. That's our normal start time. And I said, "You got to go." He said, "No, we're having a good time, but it's going well." We ended up doing the show from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Wow.
We did 4 hours just because he was talking and
That's great, though.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. It was.
He did a book or something, and he does like public speaking.
Yes.
Engagements. Yeah, he does a lot of good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, good guy.
Carol says she is much nicer than her brother, so please don't judge her. And she says she remembers you.
The only thing I'm remembered for is probably Battle of the Bands in '85.
Hey, that was 85?
Well, it was December
okay.
of senior year, so yeah, '85.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that.
Snowing.
What was your drummer's name?
Greg Hance.
Greg, right.
I still talk to Greg. He lives in Vermont.
He wiped his face with a towel and he threw it and I caught it.
Did he really? I have VHS of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see it. I'm standing right next to it. That's why I caught it.
We-
no, it wasn't Greg. It was Dean on bass.
Dean Lagatuda, yeah.
He threw it. Dean, he became a cop, right?
He's one of those missing in action people.
Really?
Yeah.
You remember Dean Lagatuda?
No.
One of the funniest dudes I've ever met in my life, man. I would love to see that guy.
Well, probably the sisters would have been in one of your grades, Kara or Wendy.
I didn't even know he had sisters.
He's got 3. He's got one older too.
I had no idea. No, I don't, and I don't know anything.
But we did not deserve to win that. They were the best band, if you remember, was that heavy metal band. That was Joey Nikowicz is his name. I think.
Oh, Joey Nikowicz. Yeah.
They were called Obsidian, and
Okay.
they were the best, but they were not playing anything accessible.
Right.
The band that should have won if they sounded better was Bobby Sen's band, which I don't know what they were called, but they was playing like Huey Lewis and
Right.
whatever was popular. And then we were like the 70s classic rock.
What was the name of your band?
Spirokeets.
Spirokeets, right. I remember, and I remember Kim Lancer introduced.
Yes, she did.
I don't know why I remember this.
She was like and so that's the funny thing. At the end of our video, I guess Obsidian was next, and they were on the other end of the gym.
Right.
And for whatever reason, she's like, Obsidian, down! Like, down the hall, and I don't know. That's the last thing that's on the video before it cuts out.
Oh, that's funny. What? I don't recall. That's the only Battle of the Bands I remember our
think
school having.
And then there was a talent show.
Well, that they did
the following year,
Yeah.
and we just figured since we won the Battle of the Bands, we'd automatically be in, but we had an audition and we didn't. But Rob Dumbrower had a band. I don't know what they were called, but they played Rush. They played YYZ, and then they had an original song. Tommy Trenka was the bass player. Paul Yip was the drums, and the singer was. He was in Grease when we had the play.
Would be Bobby Sen.
No. Well, maybe not that. His name was John something. He was younger than us. Good
Oh, John Hawkins.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Yeah, I remember them. Wow. Don't mind us. We're just.
That's okay.
Hey, just to
Memory
backtrack
lane.
a half a
Memory
second.
lane.
Yeah.
The cheapest seat at the Eagle Sphere show.
Yeah.
Is $3.25 for a nosebleed, and then it goes
that's
down
the cheapest.
right up to $800 a seat.
That's actually.
8-7, yeah.
That's. I thought the highest would be a lot more expensive.
Yeah. Although this is StubHub.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot to
You
pay.
can't get a regular seat.
A lot to
on
pay to see
Ticketmaster.
lip syncing. But I went to the Sphere. I saw you two there, and let me tell you, you're better off being high up.
Oh yeah.
Well, because think about it, the whole thing is on the wall. If you're too close,
You're looking up
Right.
and you're seeing other things. Yeah.
Well, you two, they were amazing.
Oh, I bet.
Elio went in England. They got that ABBA thing.
Yeah.
And
The holograms?
Yeah. He said it's unbelievable. He said it was fantastic. They built this theater specifically because
For
it's
that
all
show.
Yeah.
It's
That's
wild.
what Kiss is looking to do.
Right. Yes, I heard that. Yeah. Which they will, and
Yeah.
they'll charge probably $1,000 a ticket.
Yep.
Those guys are unbelievable.
Fucking Gene. Give me a break.
Smart businessman.
I know.
People are buying it. They're paying for that
Yeah,
stuff.
of course.
It's just like baseball. We pay, or any event, we pay for these crazy tickets.
I wish there was
what's
like
gonna
some
stop them?
stats that could tell me how much I spent on Kiss in my life, Star Wars, Van
You probably
Halen,
don't want
Rush.
to know.
Star Wars.
Those are the things,
and
and Taco Bell. Those are the things I probably spent the most money on in my life.
I once, years ago, because I collect compact discs. I still do.
I do too.
And I have, I have give or take 10,000 CDs in my house. And years ago, even before I had kids, I'm probably already in the thousands before I even had kids. And we were having a party, and a friend said to me, a friend came down to the basement, saw all the CDs. And I get that a lot. People are like, what's with all the CDs? Like, take it easy. Why do you care so much, But a friend of mine actually said to me, you know how much money you must have spent? You could probably buy a car. I'm like, all right, well, we're here at a party right now, and this person, was a drinker. I think still is. I said, how much money have you spent on beer? Shut this person right up. Didn't say a word.
Yeah.
But really, you do your things, and that happens to be
Yeah.
mine, Shut up.
I mean, even now, when you don't have to buy anything, you could just, Amazon Music. I still buy it. I want to have it. Forget it. If they make a box set, I'm all over it. They got me at like.
Yep, I'm the same way.
If they had a Van Halen box set of Eddie going to the bathroom, I'd buy it. As long as it came with a book. and a box.
Well, Alex Van Halen said that.
Yes,
that
he
they
did.
are going to go through the vaults and put out some stuff.
That song that came out was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. All right. So, all right. So while we're still on music, the whole reason you wanted to come here today is you have a gig that you wanted to push?
Yes, we do. Yeah, I have the data here. So,
did you just say I have the data here?
I did.
Jackie and the Rippers.
Jackie and the Rippers. This is a fundraising show this Friday from, reading glasses, 6 to 11 at Massapequa Bowl on Merrick Road. There's other acts performing, including The Green Project, Tyler Gianchetta, and Ashley Blum. It is for the cause of Thank a Cop.
Oh, very
Project
nice.
Thank a Cop. And it is I think $30 to get in. There's food involved that you get with that, and there's raffles and stuff. And if you're so inclined to bowl, I think you can rent out a lane for a certain price. So
show the flyer.
Oh,
Show
okay.
it. He'll put
Yeah,
it up
okay,
on
yeah.
the thing. Here.
Thank you.
yeah, I was plastering Montauk with posters for that like a week or so ago.
I'm going to touch the screen.
Sorry, I didn't know what happened there.
That's all right.
I'm an idiot. I just didn't realize that the screen went dark.
So yeah, we're looking forward to doing that. It's exciting. Do a fundraiser and got some new tunes. And actually, the funny thing is, Jackie from Jackie and the Rippers, who had been on a bit of a hiatus because she had a little baby, is now back full time. It's my first gig actually doing a gig with her.
Oh,
fully.
great. Cool.
So looking forward to it.
What do they have? They have a girl drummer?
They have two drummers, husband and wife. Very
Oh, that's
interesting.
cool.
Yeah. And they switch like mid-set. Like you turn around and it's a different drummer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're really, really good. And they have like a studio at their home. It's really nice.
Very nice.
I'm honored to be a member. So
That's great.
if you can come down Friday, please do.
Great cause, yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Very nice. And that it's a nice, they have a nice little bar area
I
there.
believe that's, I think they're clearing out like there's pool tables and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Now, but they're going to clear that out and that's where we'll play, yeah.
No, I've been there many times, and it's a nice little room they have for that. So and it's great cause, very nice. 6 to 11. I mean, you're taking breaks. I'm assuming.
Well, there's
Well, no,
other,
other bands
other
play.
bands,
That's
right?
right.
I think we'll
Yeah.
probably
So
be
the
in the
set.
last slot, probably in the
Ooh,
9
you're the
to
headliner.
11. Well, yeah.
Nice.
Charlie, the husband of the husband-wife drummer, he is the manager of the bowling alley or something like that. So he set it all up and
Oh, okay. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Fremda says, I don't think Queen has a box set. Sorry, that made me laugh.
Is that a joke?
Box. Queen, Freddie.
Oh, all right.
It's Femder.
That
was a good one, huh?
They
I like
actually,
that one.
You're a CD guy. I have this, I don't know where I got this from. There's 3 different, I'm going to call them box sets of
Okay.
Queen, all the albums, and then each disc set has a disc of like B-sides. And
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And I had to have this because the single version of One Vision I like way better than the album version because it's more concise and less of that, instrumental part.
Oh, is that the whole story?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you're talking about Queen, talking about
Yeah,
little
okay.
box
Yeah,
sets.
yeah,
Sorry.
sure. You like the single version better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Queen did a lot of that. The single versions are different than the album versions. I like their albums. Because I'm an albums guy, so I like listening from beginning to end
Oh, yeah.
as a whole piece,
All right, so when you come for the pinball machine, I'll show you my CD collection.
You're going to have to just set aside an entire day
It sounds
for
like
that field trip because there
Or we could
seems
do
like
it-
there's a lot to
Yeah.
be done.
I'm a little scared. I don't think he's going to... Is he going to
Don't
tie
be
me up in his
scared.
basement?
You should
and,
be
like-
excited.
gonna say, is it in a
This is
basement?
great.
Yeah, he's going to throw me in the basement. He's going to tie me up
No,
and
you-
just...
I'm gonna duct
Look
tape
at this
you-
box set! Look at it!
I'm gonna duct tape you to the
Study
Van
it.
Halen
We're
wall.
gonna-
You can be like David Lee Roth
Quiz
in the
you.
Women and Children First album. I'll chain you to the wall.
You know,
Go ahead. No, please.
No, I was going to say, you mentioned how many CDs you got. And I've seen your collection. And the other day, wife and I, rearranging things in the living room, and I was like, I'm just going to store my CDs away. I got them all digitally, and I don't need, I don't have a CD player hooked up. So she goes, what do you have all these CDs for? I said, all these CDs? I said, this is nothing. I said, you should see Tony's collection. Who buys CDs? They said, I do.
So she threw you up as a
Tony.
block. Yeah.
I like the album art. I'm one of those geeks that read the liner notes.
Yeah.
And I've been I was walking through the city once. I'm walking and I'm about to turn onto a corner, make a right, and this other guy, he's walking and he makes a left. We kind of turned and now we're walking right next to each other.
Your chocolate almost went in his peanut butter.
I was going to say the same thing. Dude, I was going to say that because I knew he would get it. You remember that thing?
Of course I do. Yeah.
So I turn and look at the guy. He's a session guy. He's played with Ringo. He's written some country hits. His name is Gary Burr, Burr. I just looked ahead and I go, oh, hey, Gary Burr. And I swear to
believe you knew who he was.
Yeah.
because you're one of
and
those
he
guys.
did. He kind of did one of these, and he goes, you're the first person that's ever recognized me.
Wow.
And I said, really? Then he even said, how do you even know who I am? I said, and I just said to him, I go, I read the liner notes. Just like that. And he knew exactly what I was talking about. And we walked for about 2 blocks,
Wow,
and
that's
then we
great.
went on separate
And did he
ways.
say, who are you?
He's never going to
Yeah.
forget that. You know that?
That went through my head.
He's going to remember you
Yeah.
forever.
And
which
then
is very cool.
But then after I started this,
Cool.
I did reach out to him on Facebook, told him that story, so I'd love to have you on the show. No response.
No response.
To this day.
Well, maybe he just doesn't want to do
And
the
I'll
show.
and I'll tell you another one, because we're children, we're teenagers of the '80s, MTV. Remember all those Hall & Oates videos, right? They had that red-headed sax player. Anybody with me?
Yeah.
Are you just saying yes?
Yeah,
Or you-
no,
Is he the one? He was the one who was on Saturday Night Live.
Was he? I don't know. A
couple of the guys from that band, I can't
Well,
think of
G.E.
it.
Smith, the guitar player,
yes,
he was
him.
on Saturday Night Live. Some years back, I was filming a commercial right outside of Radio City Music Hall. And they closed the side street right next to it, and we're filming the commercial on the street. And I'm like right next to Radio City, and my pal Eric, who used to co-host with me, he's down maybe 100 feet, maybe a little bit further. But on his end, I can see a guy. He's just standing there. He's watching us film. And there were people in my end. It's what they do in the city, and they're just watching. But I can see the guy by Eric, and I yell to him, "That's the sax player from Hall & Oates!"
Oh.
And Eric looks at him. He goes, "Are you the sax player from Hall & Oates?" And the guy goes, "That's me." But literally, just like that. So Eric says to him, he goes, "Why would he know that?" And the guy goes, I think his name is Charlie something. He's like, "I have no idea." And he did. He split.
I know the same kind of trivia.
But that's cool when you speak up like that. I'm telling you, they're not.
Yeah, I think
they
I think
remember.
they
to this day, my friends will rip me because I have a Star Wars version of Trivial Pursuit, and one of the questions like, who played this Ewok? And I knew the name.
You name as somebody that played an Ewok?
Because he's a little person, and he played like a droid, and he played an Ewok. He was like
Beatles Trivia Pursuit, right?
Oh, I get my butt kicked in Beatles Trivia Pursuit.
I think we played this once, didn't we?
I would never win.
We never. We didn't play it in here.
No.
Really? All right. Well, we're getting a Tuesday trivia. Maybe I'll do some extra.
It's too
trivia.
specific, though.
Some of these questions
It's
are like,
like-
what color tie did John
exactly.
wear? I'm like, what?
Yep.
Even I don't know that kind of shit.
Yeah.
No.
My brother does. But
I was going to say Frank would know.
yeah. And I can't stand those people. I remember the first time I ever saw Ringo. No, it wasn't you. Sorry. But I was at Jones Beach, and like the people that wear like the Sgt. Pepper outfits and the Beatle wigs,
God.
like, take it easy. Like the people that think.
It's like the people that wear the
Beatles.
stupid boat hats at the Yacht Rock Review.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Exactly.
Really? and the the jacket and the turtleneck and
Yep.
Funny you
good
talk about
God.
liner notes. So, remember Hey Jude, the album?
Yeah.
Which is only an American
Right.
release, right? And it's a bunch of singles. It's not really
Right.
an album, right?
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, you don't know that. So I got that, and the pictures like they're older and they're long hair and whatever. And then there's a song I Should Have Known Better, which sounds like the younger Beatles. I'm like, wow, it's so great that they made a song that sounded like when they were younger. But So I thought like I'm the only one that thinks that. And then there was liner notes for some Soundgarden greatest hits, and Chris Cornell's like, I remember when I got Hey Jude, and I thought, I'm like, wow, I thought the same thing as Chris Cornell.
Me and Chris. Okay. All right. So we're going to get to Tuesday trivia in a little bit. There's one thing that I wanted to discuss. Well, since Diane is here, I was saving it for Diane, but of course you guys as well, because we've all been. I've been divorced. You've been divorced, and I'm sure you guys have had relationships. Right, neither one of you are divorced, but I'm sure you've had relationships that were serious and kind of felt like a divorce. Yeah, safe to say.
Yeah.
I guess.
Right. Yeah. So I found a list that I thought was interesting. The pettiest reasons you've ever seen for divorce. Like these are like really petty reasons why somebody divorced somebody else, and supposedly it's all true. So the first one, it's not too many, maybe 5 or 6. The husband kept putting wet or used towels on the bed.
That's just stupid.
Exactly. So
That's just
so
stupid.
not a reason for divorce.
No.
Absolutely
Right.
not.
Okay. A couple that divorced after less than 6 months of marriage because the guy started farting around her. Not at her, but just not holding it in anymore.
He's lucky he got rid of her.
Exactly.
Exactly right.
We've talked about it. I know we've talked about it.
She was not the one.
Nothing, in my
That's that.
opinion, nothing says I love you more than being able to fart in front of your significant other. You're so comfortable that you're willing to fart in front of her. To me,
And
that
plus,
says I
once
love
you pass the dating stage and whatever, that's when you stop all those things that you were holding back because you were trying to court the person. Now you're like, all right, well, I can fart now, burp
Right.
now.
But that's my point, though.
And then
But
if you can't feel comfortable, right.
Yeah.
how many dates did you go on with Anthony before you farted in front of him?
I I don't know. You know what's interesting is that it wasn't real. They weren't really dates because we worked together for years before we. So we were already close. We were friends. We just didn't go there, and then we did. So
you get farted prior.
Somebody was passing wind.
No,
in the
I
office.
actually hadn't because I was at work.
Right.
You know, but I mean, I don't even know when that happened. It's just.
I mean, there's no way he at work.
It was
is gonna
always
go, "Diane,
comfortable.
was that you?"
It was never uncomfortable.
Oh, good
I guess
answer.
that's it. So it was always.
So
comfortable.
basically
I
you're-
don't know. I don't really.
So it
didn't
sounds
really
like
give
to
it
me.
all that much thought.
Sounds like to me you farted in front of him on the very first time you went
Probably
out.
not,
That's my
but
guess.
it would have been possible.
I once went on a date, and of course I'm not going to say who it is. Not that she's watching, but I went on a date, the very first date, and she farted in front of me. Because I actually said that. We were talking about it, and I said nothing says that I'm more comfortable with you than farting. So sure enough, I was like, hey.
She had one saved up
girl.
just for you.
Wow.
She was holding it in.
And I think women's farts are a different frequency. They're like a higher frequency,
Okay,
like higher pitched.
and they smell better.
Probably.
I do not agree. I think they smell so much worse.
A woman's farts and guys?
Absolutely.
Really?
I think so. I think ours are not loud necessarily, but deadly.
Oh, loudness. Yeah, I think the guys.
You guys
have that
got the
covered.
loudness thing by
Yes.
And at
leaps
11:52, the
bounds,
show
but-
took a turn.
Wow. Yeah.
They don't expect anything more here. But that's the best part of the farts. I don't care about the smell, but
The tone.
It's the
the
sound.
noise they make is
depth, the
freaking
tone,
hilarious.
yeah.
I am 12 years old. Yeah. Okay. Well,
That was reason number 2.
that was
That
reason
was
number
two.
2, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because their soon-to-be ex changed the password on their phone. So, yeah, is that? Do you guys, with your? I mean, you have a girlfriend now. You're married. Do you guys have passwords, like share passwords? Do you tell them? Or do you keep it private?
My phone is password protected, but he knows
He knows
the
them all.
password. I know his.
Oh, okay.
I never ever use it except for the only thing that frustrates me is if he's got pictures to show me and I'm flipping through and then I look to do something else and it locks and then I have to remember how to get back in to see the photos. But otherwise,
Do
I
you
don't
guys
even have a password.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
Because I've this fear that I'm going to get this important call, and by the time I put the password
Well, you know what?
in,
Mine though. So I have Apple Pay.
Yeah.
On here and those things that that's the only reason.
Right.
But
Yeah.
my passwords to everything. My kids know my passwords. Everybody
Wow.
who's important to me knows my passwords to everything in case anything should, my untimely demise. I want them to be able to get into my stuff.
Well, yeah.
But
Apple won't help you.
What's that?
Apple won't help you.
No, exactly. But
Right.
that's why, because if I happen to leave it in a store or something and somebody gets a hold of it, they could, not that I have a ton that they could go crazy with, but
All right.
my
The next
credit
one.
cards are on there.
Well, right, and yeah,
And my
somebody
bank
should
stuff,
be able to
it's
get
all- yeah.
access to it. Next reason is a couple got divorced because it doesn't say if the husband or the wife, but one of them kept leaving the toilet seat up. I guess that would be the husband.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say about that, because that just irks me with the whole... It's very nice. Listen, if someone's nice enough to pick the seat up, a man, before he pees, so that he doesn't pee all over the seat, you should be grateful he lifted the seat.
No, true.
If he forgets to put the seat down, listen, when I go in, I always check. If the seat's up, I put it down. I
know that's my thing. Like, takes a quarter of a second.
And if he's got to lift the seat to pee, why am I not using the bathroom and then lifting the seat so that he doesn't need to lift the seat when he comes in to pee? Why does this rule only go one way?
It's almost like
You're right.
double standard.
It is a double
Right.
standard. So take responsibility, and if they happen to lift the seat, be grateful. I will tell you that one time when one of my boys at home, and it was the middle of the night, you lifted the seat to pee, and I went in the middle of the night in the dark and fell in because I didn't know the seat was not down.
Oh, shit.
Right? So I went to, and then whoop. Well, that happened once.
And that's
Done.
it.
Now, every time I go in the bathroom, I check to make sure
Yeah.
the seat's down. Why is that a problem?
You
And
know-
why does it only go one way? I'm sorry, I think you guys get a bad rap for that. And I
Diane
will
said-
tell
did
you
she
this.
say goes both
I will
ways,
tell you
doesn't she?
this. If you go to a public place, a restaurant, a club, anything, and you go into the ladies' room,
Okay.
This makes me crazy. Women are hoverers, right, in public places. They don't want to. So if they're going to hover, you could put paper down on the seat and sit, or they hover. They don't lift the seat, so they pee all over the seat.
Wow!
Why are women? If you're going to hover, lift the seat, just like you expect a man to lift the seat. They don't. Women are the worst. And I am telling you, every time I go to a public place and I have to check the seat to make sure it's not soaked. And most of the time it is.
Really?
Women do not lift the seat. But
It's good to know. Now we can fight back when they yell at us.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, most of them do not lift the seat.
And you know what? If you're a guy and you hit the seat,
terrible.
Bad. We can aim that thing. You can put it wherever you
Right,
want.
a
Why
woman
you hit
who
the
hovers
seat?
is going to absolutely
should
get
never
the
hit
seat
the
wet.
seat.
There's no way
Unless
you're
you
not.
don't
So
care.
why are you not lifting the seat?
Well, sometimes I'll even think to myself, like if I do happen to, like sometimes it comes out in a weird direction, or sometimes it, sometimes you can't help it.
That happens.
So sometimes I'll actually say to myself, how come we don't just sit like women do? What? Because it would be so much. You eliminate the risk of hitting the seat.
Hey, if I don't want to get too involved here.
Well, now you. Does yours hit the bath water, like the toilet water? Because yours is huge.
Wow.
That's a little too much information.
It's just a fact.
Share that.
Is it on his
I didn't say
Facebook-
anything bad.
Is it on his Facebook profile?
I've known Jeff a long
I'm
time.
like a church mouse.
Okay. I didn't mean to hit a nerve. I'm sorry.
Not at all.
Wow.
No.
No.
But I just thought of that because
But-
I just think it's a really
I was
unfair
just
thing.
teasing.
I don't even know why that's a
But
thing.
if you're doing number 2 and you got to pee, you don't pee while you're sitting?
Yeah.
Right, so
So
But that's what I'm saying, though,
why don't
all
we
the
just
time.
sit every time?
Right.
you could, I guess.
Yeah, you'd eliminate that problem is what I'm. All right.
But
When you fell though, did you that must have hurt?
I did kind of.
Yeah, in all
But it
seriousness,
happened
yeah.
one time. And
Well,
that
yeah.
was it. I
All
didn't
right.
have a fit about it.
There are some things that only need to happen once.
Right.
Well,
and
right.
if you don't learn, then you kind of deserve it
Right.
the
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. The next one. The bride told the husband or the fiance several times, if he smashed the cake in her face at the reception, it was over.
And he did it.
He did it, and the very next day had the marriage annulled.
Wow.
Yep.
That's harsh. But she did warn him.
She did.
And maybe he thought this is my out.
Maybe.
Well, in that
She's a
case,
bitch.
let's get this done and save some face because now she's the one.
some money.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
there
thinking.
you go.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Well,
That-
because her parents probably paid for the wedding,
Well, yeah.
so he got off.
if she's that stuck
I
up
think it's
about
brilliant.
it, yeah, I think.
You know what? Because if she's that uptight,
When
I was at a wedding recently, and I don't know if they're all doing this because they're changing how weddings go. They did the cake separately. They filmed it.
What?
And they showed it
they
on the
don't
screen.
really do, and a lot of weddings they don't do those traditional things anymore.
Yeah,
The
really?
last wedding I was to, they didn't do a cake cutting
Oh
ceremony.
wow!
Yeah.
See, I missed that. That's
Yeah.
fun. That's kind of stuff. I
Next
enjoy
thing
it.
you tell me they don't throw the garter anymore.
No,
They
that's
don't
out.
necessarily.
That's
Oh,
been out
is it?
For a long time that's
Yeah.
been out.
No,
Ah,
Yeah.
all right. I don't need to go to weddings
they
anymore.
don't do that stuff anymore.
Damn it! That's the fun stuff.
Yeah. I
Did-
agree.
This must be all part of cancel culture.
Yeah, right. Those woke bastards. Did you get smashed in the face? You did, and did you smash him back?
Absolutely.
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
What is cool though is because they have cameras and whatever else they're doing, they have screens. They put up pictures that have happened at the wedding as the wedding.
Yes,
is
that
going
I've
on.
seen.
Right.
Yeah.
And I went to another wedding which was really cool. They had I don't know, I'll call it a website. If you took pictures of the bride and groom, you could post it. And they went
Yes.
to some
Oh,
site.
that's nice.
And they had all the pictures,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, pictures you
It
took
comes
are
up,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's instant. Use your phone. You scan the barcode at the bottom of the
Yeah.
thing, and then you just
Really
keep
cool
sending
idea.
your photos. And now the bride and groom have them all.
Yeah.
and
Well, that's nice.
great.
But
I
the
love that.
the only negative, in my opinion, is that then you're looking at the screen for a good chunk of that wedding instead of.
Well, it's kind
You're
of
sitting
it's
at
in the
dinner,
background.
you're-
You're
Yeah.
eating your salad.
Yeah.
Friend, my wife told me to start putting down the toilet seat because I'm peeing all over it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm peeing all over the rim of the toilet. Now she's just mad that I pee on the toilet
seat.
lid.
Yeah. Oh, on the lid.
John Rusiello says, great conversation, and don't you think? Yeah, I guess that's probably about the farting, probably.
We're covering it all today.
Pretty much.
Kenny
Both bodily
Freeberg.
functions.
I think we have a really good vibe going on here.
Yeah.
Old
I agree.
joke punchline. Welcome to Jamaica and have a nice day. Oh, got it, Kenny. Kenny Freeberg. You ever hear that joke?
No.
So there's
Got the tattoo.
the tattoo, right? the guy gets a. He's in love with a woman. I'm gonna screw this up because it's been so long since I've told this joke.
Yeah.
He's so in love with this woman that that he has something tattooed on his penis. Her name is Wendy. Wendy. It's something again. Forgive me because it's been a long time. Wendy. His name is Jay. So he has tattooed on his penis W and Wendy and Jay. I'm screwing this up, but so he has that tattooed on his penis, and it takes up the whole penis to have Wendy and Jay. So he's in a public bathroom one day, and he's at the urinal, and he just happens, he didn't mean to, but he looks over at the guy next to him. He's a black gentleman, and he sees Wendy and he sees W, like the beginning of his penis, he sees a W, and then, he wasn't hard because he's just peeing.
So he can't
he
see the
sees
whole
the
thing.
last letter is Y. So he's like, oh my God, does he have Wendy and Jay tattooed on? So he says, excuse me, sir, I can't help but notice you. And now he's worried that his Wendy is having an affair. And so the guy goes, oh, no, man, it was my tattoo. Says, welcome to Jamaica, the land of opportunity. Have a nice day. It's something along those lines.
But that was okay.
Yeah.
But I got the
But
gist,
that would only
but
fit
that's
on
funny.
yours.
Exactly. Exactly.
I would get welcome and that'd be it.
I would get W-E. Let's see, where are we? Oh, one couple divorced because the wife hated the husband's cat. When I first married Lisa, she had a mean cat. I hated that son of a bitch.
Well,
we had
out
fights
of all
over
the
it.
reasons, I'm going to give that one the best one so far, because let's say there was an allergy, right? And
But
you
would
couldn't.
you
that's different,
But would
right.
you get to the marriage part if that were a problem?
True.
Well,
Would you have been there?
no, but I'm just
Okay.
saying, like, if like an allergy is a pretty strong thing, and if the guy's like, well, I'm not going to get rid of my cat, and so, well, it's me or the cat.
Then you wouldn't have married him.
I think
Right,
it
but
was
maybe-
discussed way
Right.
before the wedding.
Right,
Well,
that
it's-
would have been
it's better
settled,
than the
right?
towels on
That
the
would have
bed.
been
Yeah.
a no.
Right? Better than
Correct.
the towels on the bed reason.
Yeah. I mean, I think this kind of goes to, people that didn't live together before they got
Yeah.
married, which it's a whole different thing now. You didn't, you were flying
Yeah.
blind,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
All right. Let me, we got to get to Tuesday trivia. Let me get through these. A woman who, she was into a computer game. You guys familiar with the computer game Sims? You remember
Yes,
that?
yes, The Sims.
Yeah.
Remember? It was like
Yeah.
a family and
I
all
never
that.
played it, but I know what it is.
So apparently, this guy's wife was into something called Second Life. It's like Sims, but it's X-rated. Why it's called Second Life, I don't know. So apparently, you have in Sims, you had the Avatar families.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, your avatars could interact with people outside of the family.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. So this
They had a
woman,
Sims affair.
this woman was having her avatar was meeting up with another guy that she knew, his avatar, and they were banging on this video game.
Wow. And his said, welcome to
That's a
Jamaica,
little
have a
shady.
nice day.
It's shady.
A guy who was married for the fourth time, the fourth wife divorced him because she found out the ring he used for their wedding was from his third marriage.
I don't know if that's grounds for divorce.
Saving money.
I would be fine with not having a ring, so I would just, I don't know. But I mean, why would you do that?
Both
But-
my wife number one and number two are Lisa, so I didn't change any of the
there you
towels or
go.
the Christmas cards.
That's
I'm joking.
that's smart thinking.
No, it's not. And their birthday, different years, but their birthdays are a day apart.
Wow.
Very, yeah.
Jeez.
So I didn't have to remember a new.
My ex-husband's new wife, her birthday's the same as my birthday.
Right, I remember
Wow.
you telling me that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy shit.
He's like, I need someone who was born on March 11th.
Right? I said, that's
Because
brilliant.
he wanted the same zodiac.
Good job.
The same zodiac, yeah. One woman divorced her husband because he would squeeze the toothpaste from the top and not the bottom.
Stop it.
One woman divorced her husband because she didn't like the way he washed the dishes. And then he wouldn't rinse them when she bought him a dishwasher. He wouldn't rinse them first. Okay.
You know how many women would love that their husband washes the dishes?
Just that he does it in the
Period.
first place. That's right. Now, all right. So that's the whole list, but then I'm adding one to it. I knew a guy, and I swear to you, this is true.
His name was Tony.
He worked with Rob at Republic Airport. Remember
Okay.
Rob worked there? This was one of his coworkers. This guy got married, went on his honeymoon. I don't remember where he went, but he was on the honeymoon. Met a girl who was also on her honeymoon. They start banging while they're on their honeymoons. She was from Indiana. They kept in touch. Both of them ended up, like within a year, both of them got divorced.
Shocker.
And ended up marrying each other. And I have no idea what ever happened to the guy, but yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to trust that person.
Yeah, to me that was crazy. Like, you're cheating on the honeymoon. I mean, that's
right,
balls,
so there's no
man.
shock they were going to end
So
up.
there was
well,
definitely
true,
cheating before the marriage.
Correct.
Oh, that would be my guess. Yeah, I have no idea.
You're a Mets fan, right?
Yeah.
Weren't there two Mets who swapped wives in the 70s or something?
Yes, and I don't remember. I don't even know if it was 70s. It might have been, but I don't remember who they were.
They weren't like big Mets. It wasn't like Jerry Grody and John Stearns.
But didn't they end up getting
remarried? I
think.
Like
they all
That's
got
what made me
divorced,
think
and
of
they
that,
all and they married each other's and they all stayed friends.
I think so.
Yeah, there is some weird story like that.
George and Eric.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, George Harrison was married to Patty Boyd. Eric Clapton wrote Layla for her.
Swooped in.
Yeah, he swooped in and took her.
Yeah.
And ended up marrying
And they were
her.
still buddies.
Yeah, they still
Eric,
played.
come on over, hang out.
Yeah.
Bring your wife.
I think that was Shania Twain and her husband too. He had an affair with
Like the
friend's
babysitter or something.
with a friend's wife, and
Oh,
she
okay.
wound up marrying the husband of the woman he
Oh,
had
really?
an affair with. They swapped spouses. Yeah.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Celebrities, I tell you.
Yeah, they really have a different reality than we do.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Fremder, divorce over a cat sounds like some bad pussy. Yep. Brendan Burt. So many variations of that joke. I heard the version where Michael Jordan said, Nike, nobody can be like Mike. Oh, that's funny. Fremder, my wife married me because I squeezed her like I squeezed my toothpaste.
Okay.
All right. Carol says, wow, I only divorced my husband because he was a narcissistic prick. Good answer, Carol.
I thought for sure I was going to say something about that one of them smelled bad all the time.
It could have been. I didn't print out every single item.
That was
but-
good stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. All right. Now, with that, we got to get cooking here because we got Sports Bash at 1, so I have to end at 12:30. Time for some Tuesday trivia. I tell you guys every week, if you play Tuesday trivia and you want to see a show at Governor's just for playing, you don't even have to get answers, right? You just got to play. Let me know if you want to see a show at Governor's. I can't get you into every single show, but I can get you into most of the shows.
So there are prizes.
There are prizes,
All right.
absolutely.
And I want to plug Governors. I went to a show last week. I hadn't been here in a long time. We had a really good time. It was a
Oh, yeah?
fundraiser for...
Last Thursday.
Yeah, for my old elementary school. It was a fundraiser. And Tom Galati, a friend of mine from elementary school, performed.
Tom used to have a show in here.
But I'll tell you, I had no idea there was going to be like 75 comedians. Like, I thought it was 4 and we were going to be done.
Oh, no.
I bought raffles. They're like, 9:30. It's like 11 o'clock. It's still not over yet.
Oh, and you're waiting for the raffles to go off.
It was a
so
long one.
I had to give my tickets to somebody else. Not that I won anything, but...
What's your rush? Where are you going?
It was a weeknight.
So what?
Linda had to work. Commute, drive.
Did you win anything?
Not that I know, but maybe... I gave him to Tom Galati's wife. Maybe she kept my prizes.
I bet that son of a bitch
I
Galati.
bet she did. I just wanted the lottery tickets. That's the only thing I put my tickets in.
But the show was great.
It was great.
Yeah, a
And
lot
he
of
was
great
really
comedians
good.
that night. I was back
You know, it's
there.
funny because again, haven't been to one of those in a long time, and definitely not that many comedians. But you know, how many people had a similar line in their act.
How many?
Like 3 or 4. Like they started with, "I'm so glad I'm here. I'd so much rather be here than whatever." Like he even said it. Tom, he was like, "Oh, I'm so glad I'm here. I could be home doing 6th grade math homework or something, right?" And someone else had a different variation of that line. So, you know, when you've seen that many comedians in a row, you're wondering what the overlap is on what the theme is, whatever.
Right. Well, yeah, they do. They're always asking back here, what's the theme? What's the fundraiser for?
Yeah.
They try to be
But
relatable.
it was really
Yeah.
good. It was
Oh,
really
it's
good.
great. Yeah, that was a
And
good
it was
lineup. I
packed.
was here.
It was packed.
Well, that's a smart move, right? You get all these fundraisers. People
Yeah.
are coming in. The money's going somewhere. Okay. Tuesday Trivia. If you're watching on Facebook and you want to play Tuesday Trivia, switch over to YouTube so we can see your comments. All right. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Narcissistic people are oftentimes constipated because they don't give a shit. That's from Fremder. Okay. Tuesday Trivia. Question number 1. How many movies have Joan and John Cusack been in together? Joan and John Cusack, famous brother and sister. Great, both of them great actors. Both of them have made some
There's a
great
handful.
movies.
There's a handful.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going with 4.
Okay. Paul says 4.
And the only reason I went out of order is because I wanted to be original.
No, that's okay.
It's okay.
Because I know there are. I know there are more. I just can only
say
think
6 or
2.
8, maybe.
So no, that's not my answer because I know I'm
Okay.
wrong. I'm gonna go with 5 because he said.
Okay.
4, so
I was saying between 6 and 8 films.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to pick a,
Sure.
a-
Absolutely.
I was going to say between 1 and 100
I was gonna
films.
say the same thing. I picked 1 in 100.
Obviously, if I'm saying between 6 and 8, I mean 7.
Oh, that's true.
Could be.
I like the number 8. Never mind. I was going to say a bad joke. I screwed it up. All right, question number 2. Nice, easy one in my opinion. Who had a big 60s number 1 hit with the song People Got to Be Free? Oh, multiple choice. Do we need multiple choice?
I did.
Okay. So the song People Got to Be Free, number 1 hit in the 60s. Was it by the Faces, the Beatles, or the Rascals? People Got to Be Free.
I know my
Going
answer.
the Faces.
The Faces? You're going Faces?
I'm gonna say the Rascals.
Rascals.
Okay. All right, next question. In the 90s, what was NBC's biggest comedy after Seinfeld? So you have Seinfeld was their biggest comedy in the 90s. What was the next one?
Cheers.
Friends.
I don't know if it was NBC or not. I'm going to say Cosby Show.
Cosby was NBC.
That was
CBS.
That was NBC. That was CBS.
Cosby was.
Who wants to bet me? Who wants to bet me?
I think Cosby was CBS.
I think so too.
All right, so my backup, if it was the wrong network, I'll say Golden Girls.
I think that was CBS too.
I don't know networks. I'm lucky I remember the shows. I never realized that I swing back and forth when I'm on the show. Maybe I didn't do that.
Hey, that's what you do in your private time. Can you see it right there?
Original release NBC.
Thank you very much.
All right, so keep me Cosby Show then.
Okay.
Maybe Fat Albert was CBS. Maybe that's what I think.
Maybe.
I'm on the air. Can I call you back later?
You sure?
All right. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. That was Eileen from PAL.
Yeah.
She's been in here.
Really?
Okay. He did have that the Cosby Mysteries. That was on CBS.
No, for some reason I thought Cosby Show was.
I was
on
right
CBS.
there. I thought so too.
The point is,
And it came
I
to me
won.
immediately.
Was the mystery like, how did he drug the girl?
Yes. Okay, next question. Another multiple choice question. What actor? Name. All right, I'm going to give you a name. Tell me who we know this person as. So this person's real name was Marion Mitchell Morrison. Are we talking about Jim Morrison, Marion Ross, or John Wayne?
John Wayne.
Yeah.
I agree. John Wayne.
Ooh,
I was going to
jumped
say
right on
John
that.
Wayne before you gave the multiple
Wow,
choice.
you know you're John Wayne, huh?
Jim Morrison is James Douglas Morrison.
Oh, okay.
Marion Ross is Mrs.
Mrs. Cunningham.
Mrs. Cunningham.
Yeah.
Another multiple choice question. A lot of multiple choices today. Little history for you. Reports of a relationship with which model ended the presidential campaign of Senator Gary Hart? Donna Rice, Jennifer Flowers, or Stormy Daniels?
Jennifer Flowers.
Paul, you agreeing?
I wasn't gonna, but I'm gonna go Donna Rice. I'm gonna just
Gonna bump the system.
yeah,
Gary
because
Hart
then
is
I'm
Jennifer Flowers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
Gary Hart, yes.
Okay.
You're saying Rice.
I didn't want a bandwagon, so yeah.
Question number 6. What was the name of the New York nightclub that Ricky Ricardo was band leader and MC of?
Copacabana.
You agreeing?
Isn't that Babalu Club?
Final
I'm
answer?
saying Babalu Club
Okay.
again because I don't want a bandwagon. Or Club Babalu.
So you guys said Copacabana? Okay. And you're saying the Babalu Club?
Yes.
Okay.
Love Copacabana, though.
Great club. I used to go there.
Great song.
Well, okay.
Good tune. Yes, good tune.
You should hear her sing it.
She
has. She sings
love
it in My
to.
Murder Mysteries.
Oh, really?
Which they were.
Yeah, and a lady almost died. She collapsed on the
Really
floor.
died, or was part of
In
the
the
mystery?
middle of the song, she
Yeah.
fell.
She fell.
She just fell.
Because you were so dynamic.
She was so amazed.
We had
Yeah.
to stop the whole thing.
Yes.
I wrote a parody of
I
Copacabana.
said, "Oh God,
Yes,
I hope
I've seen it.
She's alive."
We, yeah, they were. The cast have been asking me where you been. Okay, next question. Chess. The game chess originated in what country? India, Spain, or America?
I'm going to say India.
Any answer I give is going to be a guess, so I'll say America.
I think India.
And I'm going Spain.
All right.
Because there's kings and queens. They had those in Spain.
Question number 8. Whose number? I'll tell you the number is 4. Number 4. It's the first number ever retired in Major League Baseball. Who are we talking about? He wore the number 4. Oh, I'll even give you the year. 1939.
Lou Gehrig.
The number was retired in 1939?
Well, yeah, and that's when it happened. And it was the first person to have their number retired ever in Major League Baseball.
Number 4. I don't remember what number Babe Ruth was.
All right.
Lou Gehrig is the only one I can think of, and but I don't think Lou Gehrig was number 4. But I'm going to go with him because I can't think of it.
You're agreeing with Paul?
I am.
All right.
No, I'm not going on the bandwagon now. I'm going to say Babe Ruth.
Say Babe Ruth. I don't know
But
who he was
wasn't.
either.
I know it wasn't, though.
2 more questions. Give me the definition of the word demitas. Demittasse. It's a noun. Yeah, I have a feeling you know this. Demitas?
Demitas isn't it like a small. I feel like it's like a small cup of coffee, like a
Espresso.
Espresso.
I agree.
Yes.
Okay. My parents used to say that.
Yes.
They had little cups.
I have no idea, so I will agree.
I think it had a little bit of liquor in it, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Last question. We all know regular masturbation when you're over 50 can lower a man's risk of prostate cancer. Name one thing orgasms can lower a woman's risk of.
Well, is it her orgasm?
That was the most silence in this
Yeah, I know. What did you say?
I said, is it her orgasm or the man's?
Yeah, you're right. Name one thing a woman's orgasm can lower her risk of. There you go.
Her risk of high blood pressure.
High blood pressure, stroke. That's what I was going to say. High blood pressure.
And I'm going to
Yes, I
go
agree.
yeast infection.
Okay.
These are good questions. These are the best questions ever, I think.
Oh, very nice. I'm sorry, you said stroke,
high blood
right?
pressure, stroke, same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, high blood pressure.
Okay. And you're
One
going with
causes the
Diane.
other. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Well done, kids. Let's let me scroll back here and see where the answers start.
I was going to say a murder conviction, but I just didn't. That was the first thing that came to my head, but I.
Okay. How many movies have John and Joan Cusack been in together? Paul said 4. Diane said 5. Jeff said 6 to 8. Let's see. Mickey Delaney says 10. Carol says 9. Ruscello says 9 or 10. Brendan is saying he's guessing 6. Carol says Grosse Point Blank is one of the best. That is a fantastic movie. I love that movie. Ann says 10. Vicky says 5. Well, Mickey, John, and Ann are correct. It is 10 movies.
Wow.
Good for them.
Class in 1983, 16 Candles in 84, Grandview USA also in 84, Broadcast News in 87, Say Anything in 89, Grosse Point Blank 97, Cradle Will Rock in 1999, High Fidelity 2000, which is another great movie. You don't know High Fidelity?
I know that.
Is that where he works in the record store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie. Martian Child 2007, and War Inc. in 2008.
Wow.
I don't know half of these movies.
And then they said, that's it, no more.
Yeah, right. I hate you. Who had a big 60s number one with the song People Gotta Be Free? Was it the Faces, the Beatles, or the Rascals? Jeff said Faces. Paul and Diane said the Rascals. Carol agrees. So does Brendan. So does John. So does Ann. So does Vicky. So does... the Rascals is the correct answer. I'm just glad you didn't say Beatles. I would have smacked you.
Well, you made it a 50-50 by throwing Beatles in there.
Right.
Yeah. What was NBC's biggest 90s comedy show after Seinfeld? Diane said Cheers. Jeff said Friends. Paul says The Cosby Show. Brendan says Friends. John says Friends. Vicky says Friends. Carol says Friends. Ann says she has no idea. Fremder says The Golden Shower Girls. Oh, Fremder.
Oh, good.
Actually, yeah, you guys all were wrong. Nobody came up with the correct answer.
Wow.
Third Rock from the Sun.
Wow.
I would have thought Cheers. I would have been with you. Or Friends, actually. Yeah. You all had good guesses.
I just don't know my networks. Like after the 70s, I could tell you everything that was on Channel 7.
But even if you did know your networks, would you have come up with Third Rock from
Definitely
the Sun?
That show didn't even pop in my head.
No. Friends, Cheers, like I thought they were all, good answers.
Yeah.
Cosby, I figured was a shoo-in once the network was right.
Smash,
yeah. Would have never come up with that.
But Cosby, though, that was 80s, though, wasn't it?
I feel like it was 80s into the 90s.
Did it go into the 90s? Yeah.
It's still been number one. That show went a long time. Those kids were little when they started. And they were
true.
grown.
What actor was born Marion Mitchell? All three of you, said John Wayne. Everybody knew that one. Everybody's saying that. Okay, cool. Reports of a relationship with which model ended the presidential campaign of Senator Gary Hart? Donna Rice, Jennifer Flowers, or Stormy Daniels? So Jeff and Diane said Flowers. Paul says Rice. Mickey says Flowers. Vicky says Rice. Brendan says Rice. John says Flowers. It's Donna Rice.
Wow, cool.
Jennifer Flowers was Clinton.
Okay.
And then Stormy was more recent with Trump.
Okay.
And Rice and Flowers you had to have at a wedding, right?
That's true. Good connection.
Then I was thinking a little ditty about Jeff and Diane, too.
There you go.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness.
That's how my brain works.
That's a little scary. What was the name of the New York nightclub that Ricky Ricardo was band leader and MC of? Diane and Jeff said the Copacabana. Paul said the Babalu. Those are all incorrect.
I know.
Babalu is just the song that he was singing.
I can hear him saying it in my head. I'm going down to the...
Yeah. Vicky's got it. Ann's got it. Brandon also said the Babalu Club.
See?
Carol's got it correct. John Rusciello's got it correct.
I know.
All right. Are you ready?
Because when I was saying it didn't sound right.
Because I knew it was a song, but I remember hearing him say it a million times. So
let's
the Tropicana.
Son of a bitch, I knew it.
Tropicana.
Okay. Where are we? Chess originated in what country? Jeff said India. Diane said America. Paul said Spain.
I think Paul's right.
Let's see. Vicky.
I liked his reasoning.
Yeah, that actually was pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky says India. Brennan says Spain. Ann says Spain. John says India. Fremder, they don't play chess in India because they're missing the most important piece. Anybody? I don't get it.
King, queen? I don't know.
Well, they have
king or a
they
queen
have
in India.
Knights? Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Carol says India. Mickey says Spain. The correct answer is India.
Wow. I guess they do have the most important people.
Whose number 4 was the first number ever retired in Major League Baseball back in 1939? Paul and Diane are both saying Lou Gehrig. Jeff is saying Babe Ruth. Brendan says Gehrig. Vicky says Gehrig. Everybody's saying Gehrig so far. Ann says no idea on baseball. Brendan says Babe Ruth was number 3.
He was.
That's what I
Didn't know his number.
So, everybody's saying Gehrig, and that would be the correct answer, Lou Gehrig.
I consider myself
the
luckiest man on the face of the earth. And you know what? It makes sense because of his disease and what was happening.
He was sick, and that was
so maybe they did it as a tribute, and then...
Right.
But isn't it weird, though, that he caught that disease when it was called Lou Gehrig's disease? So,
Bad joke. Bad.
Diane just kicked me. I want you guys. I found it a little arousing, so I'm going to piss her off more often.
I kind of missed, though I didn't really.
Luckily, it's the
like,
real leg.
They're boots, but not that pointy, so you're lucky.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have hurt him.
If it was the fake leg, you would have
I
been
wouldn't have hurt him.
Yeah.
If it was a fake leg, I would have done this. Like that.
Does that fake leg have storage compartments? Like,
no, I wish it did. It would be very
that's where you
convenient.
can keep like your
Probably
valuables.
screw little pouches on the sides. Little leather pouches.
I wish it had like
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, but like a rocket attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
That would be cool. Definition of the word demitasse. Diane said it's coffee. A small, and you guys agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Vicky says it's a half cup of coffee. John Rusiello says it's Italian coffee. Carol says their numbers back then was their numbers in the lineup. Is that?
I think that's right.
I did not know that.
I think that's right.
So the number
So
where you were in the
Babe Ruth
batting
hit-
order was the number on your
Right.
uniform.
Babe Ruth at third and Garrick at fourth, I think.
I did not know that. That's a very interesting
Never knew that, and I'm
piece of,
curious when that stopped.
trivia. That's cool.
Wow. Okay, so John and Vicky were the only ones who answered that one. Yes, it is a small cup of coffee. Yep. Small cup for serving strong black coffee after dinner.
There you go.
I don't see anything about Italian, John, but we'll go with it. We'll take it. I think Italian did them. I think they did invent coffee. I think. Right? That was an episode on The Sopranos. Paulie and Pussy are in that cappuccino place, and Paulie's bitching. We missed the boat. We should be making money off this. After all, we did invent the shit. No, nobody.
Maybe.
No. Okay, never mind.
I thought Juan Valdez invented coffee.
Yeah.
That could be. Yeah. I don't know.
In
Never mind.
Colombia.
Okay. Last question. We all know regular masturbation, when you're over 50, can lower a man's risk of prostate cancer. Name one thing women's orgasms can lower a woman's risk of. So, Paul said yeast infection.
Why not?
Diane and Jeff said stroke.
Divorce.
Yeah, divorce. Brendan says death. John Rusiello says headaches. Carol says heart attacks. Brendan says divorce. Fremder goes back to the last question. He says it's a cup for a midget. Mickey says breast cancer. High blood pressure, says Vicky. Ann says organism aging. Oh, interesting. I thought at first it said orgasm aging. I was like, what? Being angry all the time, says Fremder. Fremder, of course, I should have told you guys because I predicted he was going to say this in my head. I thought usually a stroke would cause an orgasm, he wrote. All right, Brendan's got to jump. All right, Brendan, good to see you, pal. Thanks for watching.
Would cause a stroke.
If you hear a knock on the back door, it's really Tony's dick under the table. What? Oh, because you kicked me and I said I was aroused. Okay, so it would be, yeah. So, yes, I see no mention of a yeast infection, but yes, heart disease, stroke, breast cancer, and depression.
There you go.
So a multitude of things.
So, Anthony, get busy.
So if we started rubbing one out before we were 50, do we have like credit?
You could get to bank that. You
can
know,
we
bank
bank that
it and
shit?
use it for later.
If they did, I'm never dying. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know.
Easily live until 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably rubbed out gallons of,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm never dying because there's
and
a
think
lot
if you
out there.
donated all that to a
You'd
local
be
sperm
rich right
bank.
now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad enough. I got
They
two
pay
out
for
there.
it. You
Like,
don't
I
even
don't
have
think
to donate it.
I don't
They
think
pay
my
for
sperm
it.
should
They
be
pay good money for it.
raising more.
Did you see that special on Netflix? That doctor that.
Oh, I heard about it. I didn't watch it.
Hundreds or thousands.
Jeez, yeah.
Would he use his own sperm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a doctor in a sperm bank or
Yep.
a fertility doctor or whatever.
Something. Yeah, one of them. I
And
think
instead
fertility.
Of
Yeah.
giving the patient the donors stuff, he was giving his stuff out.
Yep.
Thousands of women.
All right, time for us to go. Again, don't forget this Friday. Go see Jackie and the Rippertons.
Jackie and the Rippers.
Jackie and the Rippers.
Rippertons. Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I
Massive
couldn't
Pickle
remember the
Bowl, 6 to 11. Project Thank a Cop. We hope
Friday,
you come down.
November 22nd.
Second. Yeah. So
Very
if you're
nice.
free, come on down.
Looking forward to hearing all about the trip. Are we really going to Zoom on Friday?
I can Zoom on.
All right,
Text me, and we're 2 hours behind. there.
Oh, right.
But, that doesn't matter. You know.
Well, we'll do it at
probably just
like
text me.
noon. So
Yeah.
you'll be up by
We'll
10,
be
right?
around,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Get
Cool.
everybody-
Anything?
Nothing.
No. All right. Are you
Every day above ground's a good day.
absolutely coming back on Monday?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Excellent. See if your buddy wants to come.
Okay.
I feel bad. I keep pushing him aside.
Yeah, nah,
Tell him to come in. All right. We're getting out of here. It is Tuesday. Sports Bash today at 1 o'clock, so that's coming up just a little bit. What else we got today? Today is Tuesday. Right. So we got Primal Scream tonight at 7. No Mr. Beeries this week. And, of course, Hershey and the Keegs at 9 o'clock. And then Coffee with the Dog tomorrow morning at 9, rather. And then me and Michael are here tomorrow at 11. And, of course, the club. Corey B. is playing the club this weekend. Psychic Robert Hanson will be in the Giggle Room this weekend. Saku Ali will be in the Giggle Room this weekend. That asshole Steve Burton from General Hospital, he's over at the Brokerage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but who cares?
Not here.
Not here. Maybe that's why they moved him. Maybe that's how much clout I
It's
have.
like, I don't want to be near that Dick Tony.
That's right. And I'm fine with that, Steve Burton. Kevin Bartini is playing I think McGuire's maybe, or the Brokerage. Tommy Gooch is playing this weekend. And don't forget, Chris Monty is on Thanksgiving Eve next Wednesday. And, of course, don't forget all the great stuff we got going. Also, Thanksgiving Eve down in Florida. Governors presents Carrie Karavis and Fat Jay down at the Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. That's a Marriott. Don't forget December 13th, Mike Pachetti and friends with the Evil Twins of Comedy, Mark Riccadonna and Don Jameson. Looking forward to that. I'm doing 5 minutes on that show as well. And then Don Sill is going to host a Q&A with all of us comedians after. Where's my... and I can't say Don Sill without going like that. Okay. Don't forget, December 21st, come join a fun murder mystery at McGuire's in Bohemia with Knockem Dead Comedy. This Thursday, Elio Pace will be zooming in with us, and you can go see him on tour over there in England. In November, David Clark, December 27th, at Westbury Music Fair. And last but not least, vote for Hershey and the Keegs in the Best of Long Island voting for Best Podcast. You can vote once a day for a few more weeks. Still going. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tony.
Bye.
Happy
I'm gonna go answer the
Thanksgiving.
door. Happy Thanksgiving,
That's right.
everybody. Well, I'll see you before then.
Yeah, I'll talk to you before then. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
All right.
Tony, I love you. Tony's got half of ass. Some say that it's made of glass. He fell on it one August day. Broke his ass in many ways. Humpty Dumpty had a fall. Tony Walker was the wall. Had an issue with his leg. Now he thinks he's egg. I ate an egg. My friend Tony Walker. I'll punch you right in the freaking eye. Not you, Tony. I can never punch you because I love you too much. I can't punch somebody like you. And you can't even run after me. It's not even a fair fight. It's not even fair. All right? Tough guy? Tony, you're a phony baloney. I'm gonna cry. Tony, you're the best. You're hysterical.